All right, it is 8 o'clock Eastern. I'm Mark.
And I'm Stephanie.
And that was Jared Allen up there. I know that YouTube always plays an ad when they start these, so I was just going to try to catch. I thought maybe I could see kickoff of the Hall of Fame game here, but it doesn't look like that is going to happen. So let's go ahead and remove that out, and we'll get the show started because most people have either skipped the ad or seen it by now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
I'm having a brain fart.
Royal Caribbean has the two biggest ship classes in the world.
But which one's right for you?
That's what we're talking about today. It's Cruise World Live.
'Cause tonight I'm gonna take you out and live the dream that we've been talking about, so we can dine and spend up all our notes. I wanna celebrate and have some fun tonight. I wanna show you all the lavish things in life. So raise your toast for all the good times that we'll have. It'll be like the movies, be like the movies. Rich people dreaming, rich people dreaming, rich people dreaming, rich people dreaming. Might be the gin that's gone to my head, gone to my head. Feeling so greasy, don't want this to end, want this to end. Live in the moment, I just wanna dance, just wanna dance. Pull up my card and swipe it again. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna take you out and live the dream that we've been talking about, so we can dine and spend up all our moves. I wanna celebrate and have some fun tonight. I wanna show you all the lavish things in life. So raise your toast for all the good times that we'll have. It'll be like the movies, be like the movies. Rich people dreaming, rich people dreaming, rich people dreaming, rich people dreaming. I wanna celebrate and have some fun tonight. I wanna show you all the lavish things in life. So raise a toast for all the good times that we'll have. It'll be like the movies, be like the movies. Rich people dreaming, 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 rich people dreaming.
Rich people dreaming. Oh, that is a really catchy tune. I like it. What do you think?
Yeah, you find some good catchy jingle.
Yeah, it is.
Songs.
It is July 31st already. I can't even believe it. It is
Crazy.
almost August, and football is starting. I want to mention from this moment on, we're going to have NFL football every weekend until February. Things are actually kicking off tonight with the Hall of Fame game. So the DVR set. Here's to a great Lions season. We're wearing our Lions stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So that's where we're at right now, and we appreciate you joining us tonight. We're going to talk some cruising. We're talking Oasis Class and Icon Class specifically. So if you have experience on either of those classes ships, we'd love to hear your thoughts as well. But right now, Steph, let's say hello to everyone in the chat.
All right. First in, we had Eddie Lugo. How you doing, Eddie?
Yo, 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 Eddie Lugo. Oh, whoops.
Wow.
Sorry.
All
Welcome
right.
in, Eddie.
We got Mary Ellen Dillon.
Mary Ellen Dillon, one of our good travel partners. We've done some amazing cruises with Mary Ellen. So welcome in.
We've got Beverly Cutler. We know she'll come let us know if there's technical issues.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I just want to say something that I learned during some of the trivias on our last cruise, and it's pantherophobia. I don't know if anybody out there knows what pantherophobia is, but I'm guessing that more than one of you might suffer from this. Do you want to go ahead and tell them what pantherophobia is?
It is the fear of your in-laws.
Yes, the fear of your in-laws. So Beverly got a kick out of that when we found that out on the last cruise.
Mm-hmm. All right, we've got Billy Fearon in the house.
What is up, Billy? For anybody that didn't know, we're actually we're hosting a little soiree here at Casa de McClure this weekend, and looking forward to seeing a lot of our cruise peeps that live here in Florida, and Billy's one of them. So we're looking forward to seeing Billy and Diane. It's been a little bit. Welcome in, Billy.
We got Betsy from Beach Please.
Betsy from Beach Please, another one of our good cruise friends. I wish they lived in Florida because we're kind of Jones and a little bit missing the beaches.
Soon enough. All the time I'm sending them like, hey, look, here's a pho restaurant, or I'm sorry, pho. All right, we got Ken Pasco in the house.
Ken
hey,
Pasco. Ken's another person that we're going to see. Ken and Janet, we're going to see them hopefully this weekend as well.
We've got Shayna. Her and Mark are here.
Shayna, what is going on? Shayna and Mark, great name.
Yeah, of course.
Well, thank you, Betsy. Go ahead.
Anthony Simone in the house.
Anthony Simone, the modigator. Do not step out of line with Anthony in the house. You see that little wrench there? He will moderate you.
We got Controversial Cruising.
Scott in the house. He's the host of a very famous game show, The Match Game. You can catch him most Friday nights over on several channels. If you need to look for that, you want to know about that, you can hit me up offline. I'll send you the channels.
Just FYI, the answer is always sausage.
Well, not always, but if you can't think of another one, that's a good go-to.
Yes.
Good go-to.
All right. Alan Watkins in the house.
What is up, Alan? There he is. Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
We have P&B's Wide World of Ports.
Patrick and Becca. Still to this day, I say it every time I hear it. That is one of my all-time favorite channel names, P&B's Wild World of Ports, because I, of course, grew up watching Wide World of Sports.
Yes, great. We have Ryan Donahue.
Now, Ryan, you won a T-shirt last month, and I sent you a message, and I don't think you responded with. Maybe you responded with size. Maybe you did. If you didn't, please hit me up. I need to get that shirt out to you, and I'm feeling like I'm lacking here. So please send it our way.
Hello to Chris Goo.
Bonsoir, our good friend from the north, Chris Goo.
I wonder if he gets upset when people butcher the French language.
Bonsoir.
There you go. Sounds better.
Sorry about that.
Okay, I think we may be caught up.
All right. Some other people will come in, I'm sure. But we are thankful that all of you are here.
Absolutely.
And so we were just on Oasis of the Seas recently, and obviously that's a big ship, but that doesn't mean that it comes without its issues, right?
Absolutely, especially on this one.
And what are some of the issues that you had on this ship in particular?
This felt like one of the most crowded ships that we've been on.
I think
it was crazy.
I think what it is, we love to do trivia and things like that.
Everyone loves trivia now.
Yeah, everybody does. And even as big as the ship is, the venues where they hold this stuff is not huge. So it was very crowded, and the promenade was so crowded, people walking. And what do you have to say about that?
Oh, people.
Well, this
learn how to walk on a cruise ship.
This leads us into another one of my favorite segments here on the show. It's Steph's complaint department.
Listen up, you little spazoids! I know where you live and I've seen where you sleep. I swear to everything holy that your mothers will cry when they see what I've done to you.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth! Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills! And I will rain down an ungodly firestorm upon you. You're gonna have to call the United Nations to get a binding resolution to keep me from destroying you.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Okay, I'll play with it. Come on. Okay. Do you want to play rough? Say hello to my little friend!
All right, cruisers, we need to have a little chat, a come to beside moment, if you will, because apparently when some people step on a cruise ship, they leave their basic walking etiquette on the pier. Look, I'm not asking for Olympic level coordination here. I'm not expecting everyone to move like synchronized swimmers in the Lido buffet line, but can we please agree that we are sharing these walkways with thousands of other human beings? It never fails. You're just trying to get to Sorrento's before they run out of pepperoni, or make it to the silent disco before all the good headphones are claimed, and bam, there they are, a couple, holding hands like they're the last two survivors of the Titanic. They're walking 0.4 miles per hour and swaying side to side like they're reenacting My Heart Will Go On down the Royal Promenade. I get it. Love is beautiful, but this is a cruise ship, not a Hallmark Channel slow motion montage. Move it or lose it, Jack and Rose. Like, congrats on your love, but maybe let the rest of us live, yeah? Then you've got the herd walkers. Why are people walking four across like they're in a boy band promo photo from 2002? What is this, a reunion tour? Are you about to drop a new single, or are you just completely unaware that no one can get around you? And don't even get me started on the passing game. Trying to get around them is like playing Frogger. I'm bobbing, I'm weaving, I'm lunging past people like I'm training for American Ninja Warrior, just to make it to trivia night, where I will absolutely impress with my knowledge of 90s sitcoms. Walk 2 by 2 like it's Noah's Ark. Let the rest of us get to karaoke, where I fully intend to ruin a classic Whitney Houston song. Oh, and let's not forget the abrupt stoppers. Oh yeah, why are so many people stopping in the middle of the walkway like they just had a revelation from the heavens? Like, what happened? Did your brain hit a software update mid-step? Did a spirit whisper, check your daily planner now? Because the way you just came to a full dead stop in the middle of a high traffic zone with no warning is truly Olympic level sabotage. I'm over here in motion, walking with purpose. Maybe I'm headed to trivia. Maybe I'm chasing down a limited time churro. But suddenly, bam, I'm 2 inches from your back like we're in some weird conga line I never agreed to join. I'm braking harder than a go-kart at sea. And of course, it's never just one person. It's a whole group. You've got Sharon looking at the deck plan, Larry checking if the buffet has ribs again, and Grandma deciding now's the time to fish a Werther's Original out of her fanny pack in the middle of the walkway. This isn't your living room. This is deck 6 midship, a major cruise artery. You can't just throw the emergency brake like you're starring in The Fast and the Frustrated. You know, cruise ship etiquette isn't complicated. Walk with purpose. Don't block the flow. And for the love of all things buffet related, don't stop in the middle of the walkway unless you're physically melting.
You got I do this every time.
Oh my God, you suck.
Well, I mute the mic during these things because I don't want everybody hearing you say the mean things to me that you always say. So basically what I was saying, I was just going over how, well, I put the comments up so you guys could probably tell what I was saying anyway. And Paul says you're hangry. So thank you for letting us know, Betsy. I don't know where Bev probably didn't come in here and tell us we had no sound because she was afraid I would suffer from pantherophobia if she did. No, No sound 3 months in a row. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We just need.
What's this
we need
week crap?
practice.
That's you.
All right.
Slacker.
And Ryan Donahue says all the info should be in my Facebook messages. So it's on me. It's my bad, Ryan. We will get I will go back and find that info and get that out to you soon. But that is not, dealing with the crowded people and all of that. It's not the worst thing that happened to me on Oasis of the Seas.
Do we have video footage of this?
Do we have video footage of it? I something did happen. Okay. I'm going to play a little something here and then I'm going to go back to the chat and I want you guys to tell me if you know what's about to happen. All right. So now I'm going to go back over to the chat. So luckily I take a camera most places I go. And one of the things that I think most people know that I like to do is the ship tour. So, I had the camera with me. I'm walking around and unfortunately something happened. So let's see. Shayna is guessing that the door closes on me. So we got the automatic doors. We got the automatic doors on a lot of the cruise ships. They're not always the best. So Shayna thinks that door is going to close on me. Welcome in, Cruising Chris M. Thanks for joining us. He's saying hello to Danny Dizzle, the Fizzler spectacular supporter, who we didn't get a chance to say hello to. She came in, I think, during one of the segments, and also saying hello to Scott. So let's see. Mary Ellen Dillon says someone running by and bumps into me. So obviously, Mary Ellen, you spotted that was the track. I was going down from the gym on level 6 down to the running track on level 5. So she's guessing somebody bumps into me. Billy, you walked down on the track and someone ran into you. So he's guessing the same thing. Chris says you got lost. No, Chris, come on. I know these Oasis ships like the back of my hand.
Apparently not that well.
So Betsy says you stopped in the middle of the track to get a Werther's and got ran over by a runner. So no, those are all good guesses. But let's see if anybody got it right. No, nobody got it right.
Jesus.
Yeah. So Cruising Chris says it's a blind corner coming down the track. Yep. Trips on the track. Well, I kind of tripped on the stairs. Now, luckily it was a 360 camera that I was carrying with very expensive lenses that I do believe I protected, but because it's a 360 camera, we can try to dissect and maybe see exactly what happened. Going down the stairs. I need to get a new angle now. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts.
What hurt more, your pride?
Hold on. I had to bleep it out there because when I watched that back, it was not good. So you can see that my eyes are going up and down here. I'm watching the stairs. I'm being vigilant, but at the last minute, I take my eyes off.
Minnie.
Oh.
This is the first time I'm seeing this footage.
It is. I've got one more angle, just a little more wide shot so you can see it. Yeah.
Was that the guy behind you asking if you were okay?
Yeah, because you can see there's a guy behind me. He's asking if I was okay. And of course, no matter how in pain I was not going to tell him that I was hurt. So let's see. So yeah, yeah, damn, missed a step. Yeah.
Yeah, we're sitting at trivia, and all of a sudden he comes back and he's like, well, I'm going to have a lasting impression from the Oasis. And he shows me his leg. I was like, you're such a
So yeah, unfortunately, because I had the camera right in front of me, you really can't see where my leg must have just pounded. Oh, hey, Q's Cruisers are in here. Sarah and Bob, welcome in. Just in time to see a very embarrassing moment for me. So that's great. Yeah, the step coming down on the stairs that was painted the same color as the track too. I'm going to show it one more time, just so you can see you can see what I saw as I was walking down, because it's the same.
Line around it, but I hear you.
That was the same color as the track that step was.
I know.
All right, let's see.
How's your leg feeling now?
Sir, you can't park there. My leg still hurts. And again, I said that you couldn't see my leg hit the thing, but I'm telling you for certain, my leg hit that thing. If there's anyone queasy or eating, I'm going to caution you to look away, because that
was like what, a week later?
That was a week later, yeah, and it's still not the best. I'm not limber enough to get my leg up here for the camera right now, so we're not going to do that.
Let's not do that.
Yeah. So Chris is asking when we were on the Oasis. What were the dates
July
of that?
12th through the 20th.
The 12th through the 20th. It was an 8-day ABC cruise, and listen, we had a great time. We were with our
daughter
and I just
my
get
mother.
Pantherophobia. Yeah, with Chelsea and Bev, and yeah, we had a good time. It was their first time doing the ABC cruise. It wasn't really ABC though. We didn't do Bonaire.
Correct.
We did
Cabo Rojo. And Perfect Day at Coco Cay.
Yeah, Perfect Day. So, cruising. Chris M says he was on that cruise.
Wow.
That's very cool. Very cool. I wish.
Sorry, we missed you.
I wish we would have met up with you. Maybe you could held some ice on my leg. Help me out here. And Ryan agrees. There doesn't look like a difference in elevation when coming from the stairs. There was the one that was painted the same was pretty close to. It was like a half step.
Yeah. And
I missed the half step and it hurt. Shayna says, how was Cabo Rojo? They're going in January. It's actually a pretty cool little port. It's got a desert theme and a carnival theme. And there's don't walk all the way down back to the beach area though, unless you're going to pay, because it's like $100 for an all-inclusive that didn't seem that great to me. I did get some video of it. But yeah, it was a pretty cool little port. It's another one of those things. I think, if you cruise a lot, it's a spot where you can get off and spend some time. There are some great pool areas and relaxation areas, but I would say if you want to hang out at one of those, get off early.
Yeah, they had some really cool clamshell type things, like directly in the water with tables and stuff. That was pretty cool.
Yep. Dave's in the house saying hello back
Dave.
to you, Dave. Hopefully we're going to see Dave this weekend as well. And everybody's in there saying hello to him. So I think we can get started now and talk about what we came here to talk about. Since, we just got off the Oasis of the Seas, and our next cruise will be on the brand new Star of the Seas. So we wanted to talk about those ships tonight, and it got us to thinking, which class is better? Is it Oasis or is it Icon?
Now, the answer could be very different for everybody, so we're going to go through and break down some of the highlights.
And we'll check out the chat along the way so we can see your thoughts as well. So if you've been on any of the Oasis class ships, or if you've been on the Icon, we'd love to hear what your thoughts are, what you like better, and all of that.
So it's crazy to think about it, but up until 2009, the biggest cruise ship in the world to date was Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas, weighing in at just under 156,000 gross tons.
And that is crazy, because there in 2009, everything changed. Oasis of the Seas rolled out and ushered in a new age of cruising, weighing in at nearly 227,000 gross tons. Now Royal Caribbean has a total of 6 Oasis class ships. They've got 1 Icon class ship that's nearly 250,000 gross tons. And as I just mentioned, her sister, Star of the Sea, sails in just a couple of weeks. And at that time, Royal Caribbean will have 9 out of the 10 largest cruise ships in the world. It's crazy.
Yeah. So what makes the Oasis and Icon ships so amazing? Other than their sheer size, I think a huge part of it is the neighborhood concept.
Yeah, Oasis class features a huge Royal Promenade and pool and sport zones, and it also introduced the Central Park and the Boardwalk.
I love Central Park.
Yeah.
And Icon took it one step further with the Surfside neighborhood and the Aquadome, and we can't forget about the entertainment.
Yeah, so I love Surfside neighborhood for kids. It's not something I would want. We'll dive into that a little bit more. And the Aquadome is amazing too. So you mentioned entertainment, Oasis and Icon. They both feature world-class entertainment that's all included in your cruise fare with aqua theater shows, ice shows, Broadway productions, and more.
And of course, these ships have tons of dining options and bars and lounges. So let's dive in a little further and see how the newest ships from the Oasis class and Icon class stack up head to head.
All right, I did up some sheets, so let's take a look at that. Here is a quick overview, right? So this shows I went with the Utopia and the Star, right? Because the Star will be out in a couple weeks, and so these are the two newest ships in the classes, and we're going to dive into each of these further. But I want to take a look at the right sides of these. So we got a couple more decks on Star, a little bit more crew, but here's what threw me. I didn't know this until I started looking at these. The Utopia of the Seas has more staterooms than the Icon and the Star, and it holds more guests. So that is something I didn't know. So you're getting that extra space, but you're not going to have as many guests. So for that, I'm going to give the edge to the Icon class. Obviously, Utopia is 236,000 gross tons. Star is 248. A little longer, a little wider, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares about who the godmothers are. At least I don't. The Oasis are built in France, and the Icon classes are built in Finland. So let's pull that down real quick. Go back to the chat.
Welcome in, Beauty and the Bum Travels.
Welcome in, Beauty and the Bum.
Betsy says the tots at Surfside are the best.
The tater tots, the kids' food. There is a pretty cool little restaurant down there, and we're going to dive into to that real quick here, but the first thing I think we're going to take a look at is dining. All right.
Look at that.
So let's see how the dining compares.
I'm not gonna lie. 1 second. I was a little disappointed. Doghouse, they have those everything buns.
Mm-hmm.
I think by like day 3 they were out, and I just had to get the standard bun, and I was a little sad about that. All right, carry on.
All right. So over on Oasis class, you've got 10 complimentary and 12 specialty restaurants versus Icon's 13 complimentary and 13 specialty. So it's really not that big of a difference. Now, most of the Oasis class will have like 10 complimentary. Utopia actually has 13 specialty as well, because they've also got the Izumi in the park, but it's listed up on their highlights. We'll see that in a minute. So I think the big takeaways for me is, I miss the Boardwalk Doghouse when I'm on Icon. I like that on Oasis. The spare tire on Utopia was pretty cool. They had some good things. What are your favorites here over on Oasis class?
For complimentary, specialty, or what?
Either, any of them. Yeah.
All right. Can't go wrong with El Loco Fresh.
Yeah.
And Sorrento's.
Yeah. So Cruz and Chris M talks about Utopia and having the Royal Railway. We opted not to do that when we were on Utopia, but yeah, it absolutely has that. And I you know what, Chris, I think that's mentioned up in the highlights too, because it's so special. The Mason jar is good.
Oh yeah.
But the Icon class, they've got their supper clubs, right? It's the Lincoln Park Supper Club here on the Star. One of the things I love about Icon is the Aquadome Market, the crepes.
Oh yeah,
I'm loving the crepes. So I will give away the Boardwalk Doghouse for the crepes. I like the base camp stuff. It costs a little bit, but it was good.
Yeah, that was the waffle nuggets.
Yeah, waffle nuggets.
Right?
Those were good with the hot honey.
Mm-hmm.
So really though, when you break it down here, Oasis class versus Icon class, there's not that big of a difference in the number of restaurants, whether it be complimentary or upcharge, right? So I think it's kind of a wash there for me personally. Let's see.
Hello, Jay. Hope you're feeling better.
So Chris is asking if Icon's doing short cruises. Now, I think they're doing the Eastern and Western. 1 week they do Eastern Caribbean. The next week they do Western Caribbean on the 7 days. Yep. Jay Bowen is in the house saying hello. Sheena says the Aquadome Market looks amazing in videos we've seen, and it's one of my favorite places, and that's mainly because of crepes.
Mm-hmm.
I love the crepes, and they're very good there.
They have switched it up for on the Star, from what I hear.
Yep.
They got rid of, was it the mac and cheese?
I think they got rid of a mac and cheese place. Yep.
And maybe the Mediterranean. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're
interested to see how they do this.
Yeah, replacing a couple of them. When I saw the news, it was you're very welcome, Chris. It was a little disheartening because I was scared. I was scared that they were going to take away my crepes. Welcome in more adventures. Our friend Dave says he can't wait to try the Icon class. Yeah, it's amazing. You're kind of like a loyal to Royal guy. I can't believe you haven't got on that yet, but let us know. And Dave, maybe I'll be seeing you soon. I'll talk to you about that. Talk to you about that later. All right, let's take a look at the next section here. As we go into the bars and lounges. So this is where I think the Icon class really steps out, because they've got 18 bars and lounges versus Oasis Class's 12 bars and lounges. And as you can see here, the Utopia has the Pesky Parrot, which is a very, very popular bar. But the other 5 Oasis Class ships don't. They have the Bionic Bar, which is really cool in theory, but pretty much you don't really see that many people there anymore.
You see a lot of children there.
Yeah, well, because it's a novelty thing, right? And I think after you do it once, you just really don't need to do it again. But then some of the other bars, we got the Schooner Bar. You've got your bar at Spotlight Karaoke. All of the Oasis Class have an English pub. On this one, it's Bell and Barley. They both have Boleros and Cantina Fresca and things like that. But I'm going to give this one to the Icon, right? Because they've got Bubbles, the champagne bar. They've got the dueling pianos. They've got the Hideaway Bar at the back with the pool. Go ahead, Steph.
On the Icon Class, it shows music hall, but there's also a music hall on Oasis Class.
There is. This is straight from Royal Caribbean's website and their media stuff. I appreciate you pointing out all of my things. They also Icon also playmakers. Yeah, not all of them do. Not all of them do.
Yeah.
Icon also has the Lemon Post, which if you've been on that, it's kind of a cool thing for kids, right? It's a way to get your kids into drinking.
Cocktails and mocktails.
Yeah. It's at the back of the ship. It's in Surfside. Basically, so when the parents are at Surfside watching the little kiddos, they don't have to go too far for a bar. And when the kiddos say, "Hey, I want to drink too, mommy and daddy," they can get them a mocktail that will lead them right into an alcoholic life of their own.
Listen, I was one of those kids, not sitting at the bar with my mom, but give me a virgin strawberry daiquiri. We're chilling.
Absolutely.
Out.
So Mary Ellen Dillon says maybe one day the price will come down and I can afford these new ships. Well, that's what I'm kind of getting at today, right? Icon and Star, yes, they're very expensive, but I think I've come to the conclusion that for me, it's probably better to book an Oasis Class ship than, because of the price difference for me. Cruising Chris says thinks Harmony is the only one that doesn't have a Playmakers. Yeah, and we did hear, Chris, that they will be getting the Playmakers. What is it, like Sabo? It's some sort of Mexican restaurant or something back there, right? I can't remember the name. I feel like I want to start
Sabor.
I feel like it starts with an S, but yeah, I think Harmony is going to get it pretty soon. And yeah, she says solo cruising on them is too pricey. I get you. I think they're pricey. Chris says you're right. I think they're pricey regardless of whether you're cruising alone or with somebody else, Mary Ellen. It's just cruising is so popular right now. And listen, it's all about supply and demand, I guess. All about supply and demand. Okay. So next up, we've got the kids and teens. Okay. I'm going to throw this in here because listen, I mean, this is a big thing. These ships are geared towards kids, right? So Oasis Class, what they have different is the Social 100 patio. Okay. And I think for a teen, that
awesome.
is awesome. They've got their whole own area there. On some of the older ships, it was actually I think a suite area. They've got a hot tub up there. They've got a bar up there. Hopefully, just making mocktails and some cool places to sit. So the Social 100 patio, I think for teens, Oasis Class has a much better teen area. And then on Icon Class, for the littler kids, they've got the whole Splashaway Bay. Now I know that Oasis shows Splashaway Bay too, but at Surfside, it's just that whole area is for them. They've got their own buffet there that Betsy mentioned. They've got the tots, and they've just got like lots of food items, a whole buffet that's kind of catered towards kids. I loved eating there. Yeah. So I think as far as a teen goes, for that Social 100 patio, it's cooler. However, when we talk about the rest of the stuff and the highlights, and we get to the other amenities, I think the teens would probably rather have the Icon Class anyway. Let's look over at the Oasis Class and the highlights. They've got the Royal Railway. So there you go. We mentioned that, and Izumi in the park. So let's add those over to the dining. And like I said already, the dining, the options are a little different, but the number of opportunities really no difference in Oasis and Icon. They've got the Ultimate Abyss. So if you like that dry slide, getting down from deck 18 to deck 6, deck 6 in a real hurry, well, then Oasis is for you. They got the Solarium Suites and the Suite Neighborhood, but you know what? Icon has that too. Highlights of the Icon Class are the Surfside Neighborhood. Again, if you got little kids or any kids that are active, Icon Class is amazing because they've got the Category 6 water park. Oasis Class, they've got a Category 6 water slide. This is a whole water park with 6 slides. They got the Crown's Edge, which is, well, I don't know what, $25 to do the Crown's Edge, but it's pretty cool.
The price fluctuates.
Pretty cool little thing. And they've got the Ultimate Family Townhouse.
You know what Icon doesn't have that I enjoy on the Oasis Class?
That's what we're here to talk about.
The Solarium.
The Solarium. Okay, but they've got other things. They've got the Aquadome.
True.
Right? So let's
But
go.
when you want to get away from the children, you don't want to go hang out in that glorified giant hot tub on the back.
Yeah,
of the
that is
ship
true.
There.
All right, let's hop back over to the Oasis Class.
Right.
Eight neighborhoods, Aqua Theater, Carousel. All right, Casino. Yeah, I'm gonna skip over the stuff that doesn't matter. They both got flow riders. They both got the tracks and the laser tag and the mini golf. It's music hall.
The medical center, Mark.
Yeah, I did not go to the medical center.
Yeah.
I probably should have. Okay, so there you go. Solarium, right? So Solarium is definitely one of the coolest things on the front of those Oasis Class ships. Go ahead.
Now on Oasis Class, it talks about music hall, but not on Icon, whereas it has a music hall bar listed on Icon.
All right.
Okay. Sorry, carry on.
All right. And lots of whirlpools. They've got the Ultimate Family Suite on the Oasis Class, but Icon's got the Ultimate Family Townhouse. But now let's get over to the Icon. Okay. They've got the ice rink. They got the Aqua Theater up front. Now, what happened with our Aqua show that we were going to on Oasis?
Well, it was canceled because of weather.
Yep. And then the next day we were still in port. We were in Aruba late. So they did it in the evening that day while we were still in port, but still they didn't have, it was so windy.
Yeah, it was. They couldn't
So
do
windy.
any of the tightrope walking.
Yeah. So they didn't do the tightrope walking, and they didn't do the guy didn't go on the thing overhead. Yeah. So severely limited. So Icon fixed that by putting the Aqua Theater up front, and they've got the whole Aqua Theater zone and the overlook pods.
Those are amazing.
Yeah.
If you can get one, it's a great place to work.
It's a great place to work, to hang out, spend the day. In fact,
play some liar's dice.
Yeah, there you go. you see that both of these have Voom powered by Starlink, which I think is very important because our next show is going to be at the end of August. I'll give you the exact date a little later, and I'm hoping that Voom by Starlink works well because we're going to plan on going live from the Star of the Seas for our next live show, and I'm hoping to do it in one of those overlook pods if we can get that.
We'll camp out there all day just for you guys.
So they've got escape rooms. They've got the to drive for overlook pods, sun deck, whirlpools. So they've got a lot more. Whirlpools and pools on Icon, but basically, I just don't for the price difference. What just off the top of your head, I know that you were very busy this afternoon. I was going to have you pull down some numbers and take a look at a couple of cruises, but I know you were getting a bunch of calls here. What do you think? What's the price difference roughly for two people in a balcony on Icon versus one of the Oasis class ships?
I'm not sure balcony, but I just priced out a guaranteed interior for two around Christmas time, and it was $4,500. That was
on
the Icon.
And where are we at roughly on some of the Oasis class ships?
I'm not sure. Let's cut it in half.
Well, yeah, it's definitely,
or at least, cut it down by a third.
Definitely cheaper.
But $4,500 for an interior.
Yeah. So for me, yeah, Shane is saying 3 times more for Icon over Oasis. Yes, that's the point. For me, it's just not worth it. I did the whole water park when we were on Icon, but typically I don't ride the slides for the most part. I do it for you guys. I fall on my face for you guys. I do everything. But we got a couple more people in here. We got Destination Fun in here, and they're saying hello.
And Girly Girls.
Yep, they're saying hello to Life is Good today. They said hello to Alma, but says it's Ronnie. She has his phone.
Hey, Ronnie.
Who'd you say is in here? You say Girly Girls?
Yeah, Girly Girls.
Oh, there we go. Hello, Girly Girls.
I will tell you and everyone out there, the way people are cruising, I think, on the Icon is they're finding groups to book into. Travel agents, I think like all of 2025 and 2026 is taken, but travel agents are getting big blocks of rooms so that they can have, cheaper group rates. So if you can get into one of those, you can do it. But if you got to pay full price, it's a bummer.
Yeah. So both great ships. It's so crazy when you think about the fact that Royal Caribbean's about to have 9 out of the 10 biggest ships in the world. And do you know what comes in at number 10 once Star starts sailing?
World America?
It's a tie. Yeah. World America and World Europa. And they are just over just over 200,000. So it's not even close. Carnival's biggest ships are at 180. If you like the big, amazing ships, Royal's where it's at.
Absolutely.
And unless you need to have the newest technology and the very biggest, I think going with an Oasis class might be your better call. And they also offer, the 3 and 4 days too with Wonder and Utopia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say it real quick. Even their older ships, Independence, Navigator.
Yeah.
I enjoy those ships.
Well, yeah, they're still bigger than most other ships.
They maintain them so well.
They do. So we're gonna take a quick break right here, and I'm gonna play another one of my favorite little segments we're doing. It's called the Cruiser Spotlight.
Feeling that drama bubbling. All or nothing me. Falls rock and even start to see what comes over me. Feeling that drama bubbling. All or nothing me. Falls rock and even start to see.
Welcome back to the Cruiser Spotlight, where we get to know our friends in the cruise community better with some fun questions. And today we're having a little chat with our good friend, Ronnie Stokes. Hey, Ronnie, thanks for joining us here on Cruiser Spotlight. What is going on?
Man, it is so great to see you. It's been forever.
It has been a while, hasn't it?
It has been a while. I mean, yeah, we're doing great here in North Kakalaki.
It is good.
Living the dream.
All right, Ronnie, first and foremost, anyone that's met you knows that you love a particular wrestler and you've kind of adopted his signature saying, What can you tell us about that and how it all came about?
Well,
That's right.
of course, that wrestler's Mr. Ric Flair. You know, I just grew up in the 80s. A kid in the 80s, hanging out with Grandpa Bruce, and then, you know, Saturday morning wrestling. Those boys would travel up and down the Interstate 85, stopping along the way. And, of course, our town was one of those towns. And
Nice.
I just always liked that swagger. I mean, that Ric Flair swagger, that wizard, that strut, that Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, high flying, limousine ride, you know, all that good stuff that he would always holler out, you know, just fun.
Yeah, I think when most people that know you think of you, one of the first things that comes to mind is your patented woo. Yeah.
Hey, that's just usually my introduction. You're correct.
Yeah, that's what it was when I first met you. Now tell us about your first cruise. When was it, and what inspired you to take a cruise for the first time?
Okay. This was November 2013.
All right.
The year that me and Miss Alma got married.
Yep. If I can interject real quick, that's another thing some people might not know is that you and Alma got married the exact same day, exact same year as Stephanie and I did.
Wow, that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, that's when it all started. You know, we had some friends that actually set us up for the very first date. And hey, you need to go on a cruise with us. And we'd never been. And man, it was an adventure. I was sick.
The starting of an epic cruise journey.
Well, it was that too. But that very cruise, I mean, rough seas. I got a little sick for like probably 4 out of the 5 days. And but you know, it was so great. I think we're going in October. It's going to be like our 20th cruise that we.
Nice. So what ship was that first cruise on?
That was the Carnival Ecstasy.
Nice. That was that was our one of our first cruise ships. I think it was our second cruise that Stephanie went on was the Ecstasy. Yeah, we saw her sail away into the sunset a couple years ago. Man, she was a tiny ship, wasn't she?
Yeah, very small ship, but I think we sailed on her 3 or 4 times. And, you know, so we really enjoyed it.
Yeah. All right, Ronnie, it is cruise day. What is your go-to routine once you get on board the ship?
Well, it has changed over the years. Usually I would jump on board, hit the bar, get me a Miami Vice, then explore and wait for them to call me to muster. Now, muster first thing, go to muster station, get that knocked out, and then since we're currently platinum, we drop our stuff off at the room. We go get something to eat.
That is great, isn't it? Being able to just drop your stuff and not lug your bags around.
Exactly right.
And you said you go to get something to eat. Where do you usually go for that first onward
Typically,
meal?
what we typically do is go to the buffet area and then just disperse. You go here, I go here, but I'm typically a guy's burger.
Yeah,
you took. But you know, between the times I go from one cruise to the other, I'm missing that guy's burger. So that's usually the first stop.
Now, you said that your first drink on board would typically be a Miami Vice, but we know there in North Kakalaki you have another drink, BSK for short. Tell us about that.
You talking about this little drink you drink right here?
I sure am. Tell everybody about that.
That right there is a signature Stokes classic here in North Kakalaki, Bowling Springs to be exact.
Welcome to our town. I'm talking about our town. Boiling Springs, now that's our town.
Our favorite, we got a local drink, Diet Cherry Lemon Sun Drop. You can't really find it anywhere else. You know, just this local region, and they just one day it just happened to make it in with some vodka, and well, the rest is history.
So a little bit of that Diet Cherry Sun Drop. Some Grey Goose vodka.
Yep.
And that equals a Boiling Springs Kool-Aid.
Boiling Springs Kool-Aid.
Now, you and Alma have a YouTube channel and a Facebook group that's called Life is Good Today. And when you're on board, do you usually disconnect while you're out at sea, or do you stay connected and post things along the way?
It varies from time to time. I mean, we typically try to disconnect go have a great time. You know, of course, I'll still be videoing and, you know, taking pictures and doing that stuff. But, you know, occasionally I'll get the internet package, and if so, I'll throw a picture or something out there. But usually we try to disconnect.
Now, if Carnival were to hire you to design your very own cruise ship, tell me a unique feature that you would put on it that you just haven't seen on a cruise ship before.
I don't know, maybe an aquarium, maybe some kind of.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you got a lounge that the walls are actually glass and you can see out. Like, you know, when you dock into Nassau or something, you see fish. You be in there getting you a drink and see fish swimming around.
Kind of like the glass bottom boat, but you would have a section of the actual cruise ship that's got the glass portion so that you could see out and see what's going on.
Oh, something like that. Yeah.
Very cool. Now, what is your favorite cruise destination that you've been to, and what's the next cruise on your dream list that you haven't taken yet?
Okay, I mean, I don't have to go back again. My very first cruise was to Half Moon Cay.
Okay.
I am me and Miss Emma, the biggest fans of Half Moon Cay. You know, we grew up here in North Carolina. We go down to the South Carolina beaches, and the water's like a gray-green color, and the sand is all rocky or shells everywhere. You know, and it's like you get to Half Moon Cay, the sand is like a baby powder. You got these palm trees. The water is crystal clear. I mean, I don't swim, but I could walk out chest deep, see my toes. There's not really any waves really doing anything, and I can just relax in that beautiful. If I can do a second, would be Alaska.
Okay, yeah, that's a totally different type, but beautiful.
Exactly. But our next, we got a cruise in October, and that's going to be great. There's no doubt about it. Great,
yes,
going on that cruise.
If you don't know what he's talking about, guys, it is the Beaches Halloween cruise. If you want to be a part of that great group, I'll throw Betsy's details from Beach Please down in the comments.
Definitely going to be worth it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes, our next is a bucket list type of thing. We're going on a 14-day cruise out of Long Beach to Hawaii in April.
Very nice. Now, what ship is that going to be on, Ronnie?
That's the Carnival Radiance.
All right, Ronnie, now it's time for a few cruise quick-fire questions. Are you ready, my friend?
Maybe. I don't know. Fingers crossed.
All right. What is your ideal number of days for a cruise?
7.
Cruise photos, do you always buy or never buy?
Sometimes.
Early dining, late dining, or my time dining?
My time dining.
Mega ship or small and intimate?
I'm going to say mega ship now.
All right. Would you rather have a day in port or a day at sea?
Day at sea, any day.
Very, very nice. Thanks again, Ronnie.
Thanks for having me. We love you guys.
I'd love to chat with you, so if you'd like to be featured on an upcoming Cruiser Spotlight segment, shoot me an email or Facebook message, and we'll add you to the list. Now, back to the live show.
All right, I turned the mic on.
Yes. You know, I feel like the first time we met Ronnie and Alma, they gave us some Boiling Springs Kool-Aid. Was it in Florida?
No, I think it wasn't the first time I met them, I don't think, but we went to their house.
No. We went, Dewey was there. Somebody picked us up, like
down in Fort Lauderdale.
A group of them were going on one cruise.
Yeah, down in Fort Lauderdale, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
So Boiling Springs Kool-Aid, it's a drink. Ronnie, I hope you like that little song, Welcome to Our Town.
Mark loves it.
I actually found that somebody from your town made that song, and I've been singing it in my head for a few years now, and I finally got to use it on something. So I'm pretty happy about that. So yeah, I'd love to chat with any of you guys. So shoot me a Facebook message if you guys are interested in being a part of the Cruiser Spotlight. I'd also like you to consider being part of our next group cruise. It's the Valentine's Group Cruise on the Carnival Mardi Gras, 7-day Eastern Caribbean, going to Nassau, Grand Turk, Amber Cove, and Celebration Key. And it's a Valentine's Group Cruise because it sails on Valentine's Day. And you can, of course, contact Stephanie, my lovely wife, for information or to book. And there's the info right there. And it is also down in the description.
Hello, Julie.
Yes, so Julie's in here. She's going to be a part of that group cruise. She was on her last one, going to be on the next one as well. So we're looking forward to that. Chris Goose says he loves the spotlights. I'm glad to hear it. P&Bs. They're also super excited for the Valentine's group cruise.
Yes, Elma. It was when we went on the Virgin cruise.
Okay, so that would have been December of 21, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was
okay.
that was a good cruise.
It was.
It was a very good cruise. So let's see. So our next live show, as I mentioned, is going to be it's August 28th. Okay, so that's a Thursday. It's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern, and we will be coming live from the Star of the Seas. So I know we talked a lot about the features and everything that the Icon class has. But we will have been on it for several days at that point. So we should be experts on the Star of the Seas. So if you have any questions or you need us to find anything out, write those down and have those ready to fire away at us on August 28th. So we hope we will see you guys there. Anything else that you wanted to mention there, Steph?
I don't.
No,
I don't think
well,
so.
we actually are ahead of schedule. We've got a few minutes left, but we are going to go ahead and wrap this up. I will let you all know, as you most probably already do, that our good friends Mike and Betsy from Beach Please will be going live in just less than 4 minutes now. So you have time to make a bathroom break, maybe get a quick drink, and get back on to watch the Beach Please live show. So with that being said, I would like you to always remember,
life is short and cruising is fun.
That's right. Until next time, take care of yourselves.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.